Guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be working on our sound system. We already have an amplifier in there. We have a dash speaker, indoor speakers replaced. So today we're going to be working on tweeters. These go on the door. I think the premium audio, the Boston Acoustics, come with tweeters already installed. So we're going to be swapping those and putting these Club 750s. I did a lot of research and they were comparing a lot of tweeters, and this is the one that won in that comparison on a YouTube video that I saw. So that's the reason how I ended up with these. Now they are going to be smaller than the stock ones, so we are going to have to do a little bit of modification in order to make them fit, but nothing too hard. I'm going to try to make things easy. So it should be a simple installation today. So let's go ahead and go at it. And alright guys, we are in the unboxing table for a reason. So let's just go ahead and start unboxing these right here. Alright, so it comes with instruction and some stickers in there. And this is all the mounting hardware. Your screws. And this is what I was really looking forward to. This is going to be all the components that did not make it to the tweeters. And yeah, they are super small. I'll give you a comparison whenever I take the other one out. But yeah, they're super small and they're pretty heavy too. But that's what I was looking forward to. Small tweeters, because most of the components are going to be right here with the cables. I think this is like the crossover. So this is pretty small. But like again, I'll give you another comparison, and you have a good amount of mounting hardware. This is all your mounting hardware. I still don't know what I'm going to use yet. I'm going to have to get prepared for the next step, which is just installing them, because I'm just going to improvise and make something work. But I did buy some products that would help me with this installation. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. You get your two tweeters. Small tweeters, they're heavy. Like I said, I need to compare them with the other ones, but they seem solid right here. And this is, let me see if I can open it for you. So look at that. That thing's huge. It should make no problems. My only concern is if once it's inside of the door, if it's going to be banging a lot. But I don't know yet until we install it. So that's going to be one of my main concerns. And yeah, simple unboxing. Let's just go ahead and head outside and start the installation. To get this out, there's like something to pry it out. Like that. And then you can have this. And then you have this little tab right here. We're just gonna push and pull. As you saw right there. Now get yourself like a pencil or a pin and stick something right there. That way it don't fall back into the hole. And that's it. Now we're gonna go ahead and install our new tweeters. And alright, so we got our tweeter right here. As you see, we have a screw right there that we need to take out. And we're going to be using this mount. It looks like this is probably the one that's going to add a little bit more diameter to it. So here's the tweeters, and here's the big bulk. So we're going to start by taking this screw, and then this is going to kind of prop off, but I already been under here, so it's going to be easier for me. But I like to get my screwdriver here. There's going to be some clips. They're going to be really hard to get, so just prop it up. And here you go. You can see the clips right here. So now for the speaker, let me try to get close. Right here, you're going to have to pull, because there's another pair of clip right here in order to get it out. So now this is how the stock tweeter looks from Boston Acoustics. And let me open this right up. And this is the size comparison of both. You see, much slimmer, but again, the terminals and the little capacitors right here, this acts like a crossover again. So this and this is pretty much what this is gonna do. How heavy it is, it's arguably the same. This one might be a little bit more heavier, but again, it has all the components. The speaker itself is almost the same weight as all the components. So it's looking good right now for JBL. Again, this is going to be way smaller, so this is why we're going to be using these adapters. And also, I went to Walmart and picked up this foam filter. They're for like air conditioning. I actually picked it up for $1. So what I like about that is that it's going to be a breathable material as well. And you're going to see where I'm going to use a sponge. And I'm also going to try to add a little bit of pressure with some paper, because tweeters don't need that much. They don't vibrate as much. The main concern you want is that this is going to be in your door. It's going to be slamming. So you just want to create a little bit of tension right here. But it all comes to your creativity. It don't have to be how I'm doing it. If you have a better way of doing it, go ahead by all means. But I'm just going to give it a try with this way. If it don't work, I'll change it up, and it's just about changing things up until they work. But I'm feel confident with the way I'm going to do it. It should work, no problems. So let's just go ahead and start modifying this thing right here. All right, so let's go ahead and use, again, this one right here. Slide the cables. And there you have it. It's a little bit bigger, but it's still not enough, but it's almost there. There's a little gap right here. I'm gonna try to put some paper to stick it up like that, and then I'm gonna put some foam on top to keep it pressured this way, and that way you can have pressure in the circle, and you can have pressure downwards. So that's really what I'm gonna be doing. So I'm gonna go ahead and modify that real quick, and then I'll be right back. All right, so this is what I came up with. So I ended up just putting that foam up here, kind of squeezing it together just to create no gaps, as you can see. And now I'm gonna sandwich and put some right here and press it down, and then that should keep it down. If it doesn't, I'll go ahead and take a different measure, but for now, let's go ahead and put that foam and give it a try. Alright guys, well there you go. As you can see, foam right there, just keeping it snug. Now we're gonna put some duct tape right here, that way it stays and it don't fall or anything. So we're just gonna, again, make it where it don't move at all, because this is way smaller. I didn't think it was gonna be that smaller, but yeah, it is way smaller. So that right there, again, is breathable material, so should be okay. I don't think they get any hot or as hot. So now we're just gonna put duct tape right here, seal it up, and they should be ready to be connected. All right guys, well there you have it. It's all sealed out completely. It's not going anywhere. It don't even move. So that's a good thing. I just trimmed the edges. I'm about to trim the back. I already trimmed the front, so you can't even tell. So there you go. That's pretty much the modification that I'm doing. Yeah, this ain't going nowhere. I like this. It's a great idea. So yeah, just sponge. You can see it's even kind of see-through, so it's breathable. And now we're just gonna trim this and gonna go ahead and start with the actual connections. All right, so for the connections, you're gonna have a small terminal and a big terminal, and a small and a big here. So just common sense, the big one goes with the big terminal and the small one goes with the small terminal. There you go. And now these will connect to where the stock one's connected, but this right here is gonna have to fit through the door. I'm not sure if it will. I hope it does. If it does, we just got to slide it in. If it doesn't, we're gonna have to take our panel off, but that's something that we'll check. Now, I mentioned earlier in the video, if you stick this in this, I have a base is 212, so the vibration might make it hit. So I have sponge, so why not use it? So I'm gonna just wrap this around. That way, if it does hit, the sponge won't let it hit nothing. So no sound from there. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm just gonna be putting sponge around it, about like that. and then that way it's prepared, and then we will go install it into the car. Alright, so before we continue with the connections, I just want to add that the usual way that I do with my connections, when there's no pigtail available, I would cut it from here and I would reuse the stock one. Now, I was looking on YouTube for other interpretations of how they did this conversion from stock speakers to aftermarket, and there's only like 2 videos out there, and one of them actually has someone commenting. His name is Marty Bacardi. I looked at his video, and the way he did his connections was quite different than what I'm used to. So instead of taking the pigtail from here, what he did is that he connected these terminals or connections directly into the pigtail. I've never thought about it that way. It worked, so I'm gonna give it a try. So shout out to him, because that was actually pretty smart. It's gonna save me so much time. No splicing, no cutting. I'm gonna give it a try and see how that works. So you're gonna see me experimenting. So hopefully you'll see an easy installation, as it should. So let's go ahead and go. All right guys, so this is what I'm talking about. Twist it, goes in there. There's like a yellow and a green. The yellow is a positive, green is ground. And there you go, that's what I mean by connection differently. This is what I mean. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a try. I was testing it and it did work. So I'm just gonna finish taping it up, make sure it's secure, and then slide it right in there. Alright, well, everything's connected, taped in. Now we're gonna drop this in there, see if it fits. I'm really hoping it does. Alright, well, it's all in there. It fit perfectly, snug and everything, so it's not even gonna move inside. And just right in there. There you have it. That's the first tweeter. Alright guys, well, we're done with the first tweeter. Repeat the same thing with the second one. Alright, for the passenger side, the red goes with that green, negative with that one. That's going to be the only difference on the passenger side. Well, this is the end product. If you're wondering, this is the eBay fake carbon fiber trim. It looks good, it blends in, but hopefully Carbon Add-ons comes up with some real carbon. Which, talking about that, I have real carbon all over my car, steering wheel. I got this piece right there, those. I got the cup holder, and all these cool pieces that are supplied by Carbon Add-ons. So if you're trying to look for carbon fiber for your car, make sure to hit them up. And also I have a coupon code. I'll leave it in the description. I'll leave it right here in the screen. That way it's ready for you. Coupon code for Carbon Add-ons for all your carbon needs. So let's just go ahead and go with the final review. Alright guys, so as a final review, the installation was easy. As you saw in the video, there's nothing hard of it. It's just taking your time to make sure everything fits properly. Now, the sound quality improved. Now it's much clearer. Now with that big crossover, you won't have any mid-range, which is good because you buy tweeters for highs. So they do their job perfectly whenever all you feed them is high frequencies. So with that being said, everything is much clearer now. It's getting back together. Now we have to do is the backs, and we will be all set. So with that being said, one of the next videos will be the speakers. And as always, thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also follow me on Instagram, and catch you till next video.